Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. The topic which we are going to study today is percentage. And now we have been hearing percentage since we were very small. When you hear about percentage as a child, what comes into our mind is, for a child it will be marks, report card, exams, all these things, stressful things. And as an adult or a person who's working somewhere, percentage profit, percentage loss, for everyone percentage is very important, right? So what is actually percentage? Percentage is also a number only, but it is a ratio which is expressed as a fraction of 100. So it is expressed as fraction of 100 always. As we see, percentage is always out of 100, right? And the symbol for this percentage is very simple. We write it like this. This is a symbol for percentage, for denoting percentage. So it is a ratio of the fraction of 100. This percentage means per 100. Okay. So this is percentage, right? Now after this we will study how to do conversion, how to convert fraction into percentage, decimal into percentage, or how to find out the percentage if a certain whole number is given. So first, how to convert fraction into percentage. Suppose a fraction is given to you and that is 4 by 5. How do I convert that into percentage? Always remember, when you have to find percentage, you multiply by 100, and when you have percentage, you divide by 100. If you remember these 2 points, you will be able to solve any sum very easily on the percentage. Okay, so when you have to find percentage, you multiply by 100. When you have percentage already, you divide by 100. So here we have to find percentage. So I'll use this. I'll multiply this by 100. So when I multiply, what do I get here? 20, and this is 80. So 4 by 5 is 80%. Right? Second, if there is a decimal and it has to be converted into percentage, again the same thing as I told you here. We will do multiply by 100 only. Suppose the decimal is 0.68. This is a decimal. They tell you to please convert this into percentage. Simply what we will do, we will just multiply by 100. So what do you get? 68%. So whether you have a fraction or a decimal, you always multiply by 100 to get percentage. Okay. The third, where do we find percentage? Suppose when you get the marks, the report card, right? So in that, we take the marks obtained by you, right, and the total marks. Again this becomes a fraction, right? So to convert the fraction into percentage, again what do? We multiply by 100, right? So we make this fraction. This fraction is not given. We make this fraction. We have the marks obtained. We know the total marks. We write marks obtained upon total marks and we multiply by 100. We can find out the percentage of our report card. So this is the basic conversion of fraction to percentage, decimals to percentage, or when you have marks, how do you convert into percentage? Okay. Now on the other hand, it's not always you convert fractions to percentage. As I told you, sometimes you also have to convert percentage to other form, right? So maybe decimal or fraction. So if it's 39% given, they are telling just write it into both decimal and fraction both. So as I told you in the previous slide, when percentage is to be found out, we multiply by 100. When we have the percentage, we do divide by 100. In this case, I already have percentage. So what will I do? I'll do 39 divide by 100. If I divide this becomes my fraction, right? This is the fraction. And for converting this into decimal, it's very easy. It's 2 zeros down. Where will my decimal point lie? 0.39. So this is the decimals. So it's very easy to convert percentage into decimal or fraction. So now I hope you understood how to convert percentage to decimal and fraction both. Now suppose, let's take up an example. Now if they tell you find 80% of 65. So we have to find 80% of 65. So here if you see, percentage is already given. So when percentage is already given or we have percentage, we normally do divide by 100. So this becomes 80 upon 100 of 65, of multiplied by 65. What will you get when you solve this? Simple. You get 52. So 80% of the number 65 is 52. So we found out percentage of a given number. So this is the way of finding out the percentage of any given number. So like this, you can find out the percentage of any given number. So this is how you find out percentage. Now, not necessary always we have to find out certain percentage of a given number. Sometimes we also have to find out percentage increase or decrease, right? Percentage increase or decrease, very simple lines. When we talk about profit or loss, profit means increase, loss decrease, something like that. So percentage increase means when there is an increase in a number by some percentage, right? So when we go in the shopping mall or somewhere, it's written 5% off, 5% sale. So means the 5% of the total amount or 10% of the total amount is going to be reduced. So that at that point, at that time, we use percentage increase and percentage decrease. And this I'll explain with the help of one example, two examples, for one for increase and one for decrease. So if it's 150 is increased by 25%. Now they are telling to increase $150 or rupees 150 or something by 25%. So here again we have the percentage. So we will find 25%, 25 upon 100 of which number? We need to increase 25% of this number 150. So we will take up this number. Now what do you get? This is 75 upon 2. So what do you get? 37.5. That means this number 150 will be increased by $37.5. So we will find the number after the increase. After the increase, that means we will add this increase to the given number. The given number is 150 plus we will add this increase. This is the increase. So 37.5. So after we add them, we get 187.5. So after increasing $150 by 25%, the new price is 187.5. Similarly, you can also take up the same example for decrease also. If again they tell $150 is to be decreased by 25%. So 25% of 150 is again 37.5, right? But this time, instead of addition, what we will do? Subtraction, because they are telling the price or some number is being reduced. So 150 will be reduced by 37.5. Okay. So what answer do we get? Is 112.5. So the reduced number is 112.5. So when you reduce 150 by 25%, so the answer is 112.5. So this is all about how we find out percentage increase or decrease of a given number. Okay. After that, the last topic in this chapter is reverse percentage. Reverse percentage. As the name tells, reverse percentage. You understand something with this. Reverse means exactly opposite, or we need to do reverse of what we were doing till now. So reverse percentage means backwards to find the original amount. In the previous slide, if you see, already the number was given, that is 150 was already given, right? We had to increase 25% of 150, right? So that amount was already given. Here we are moving backwards and we will find the original amount. They will not be giving us the total amount, they only will give us what percentage is increase or decrease, and that increase or decrease is how much, that must be given. That what is the increase or decrease will be given, and the percentage of that also will be given, and also the number will be given, but the total amount or the total will not be given. That will be a question mark. We will find out that. So let's take up one example. We have to find 45% of a number is 36. So if you see, they have already given us the answer. 45% of a number is 36. That a number is the total number, which we don't know. Right? Till now they told us to find 45% of a certain number, or a number was given, and we find out this answer. Now the answer is already given to us, we have to find the total. What do? The same steps. 45% is given, so we'll do 45 upon 100 of a number. We don't know this number. Let's take up this number as A is 36. So now you have one unknown here. Can you find the value of A? Right? So you will write A is equals to 36 into 100 upon 45. So 9 4s are, 9 5s are, and then we cancel this. What do we get? 80. So A is 80. That means this number. So now we can write 45% of 80 is 36. Right? So 45% of 80 is 36. So this was the reverse percentage, in which the total was not given to us. We had to find, and the answer was already given to us. So this is it for this chapter or topic, percentages. I'll give you a question to solve, just a small challenge question. 150% of y is 4.375. Find the value of y. Please solve this question and comment the answer below. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. That's all for today's lecture. See you in the next lecture.